as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Okay, ready? Come on. Hey.
Now a play fake here on first down. That will dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
65.
Back to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Rep goal 80. 60 Maverick.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to McBride. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Ready. Lightning, 18, Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
On 3rd down, they go with Brooks. And this time he is in. Jonathan Brooks, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. You look at this Arizona defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
The Seahawks at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
65 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
When you look at this defense,
they come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Now he's going to step up and run.
He finds his man complete. It's Logan. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Viking 18.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Ready, right?
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't kick it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker
Scampering home from 19 yards out.
and the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skim through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, steady.
They go play action here on first down.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That's everybody had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Come on. Hit. Cowboy Eagle.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw. Going underneath to the tight end, Green. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. End zone call. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
After right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the set.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through that.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
Let's go now. And Central leading.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Here's Brooks. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Back to throw here. Touchdown! Trey McBride from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Walker now on first and 10. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 35, here's second down and a yard.
Ready? 60, 90.
Looking to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll set up a throw. Green with a catch left side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch out their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That ball caught by Harrison. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
19, right in. Here we go. Set. 19, 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Mustang 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
60.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have got it back to a little score. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Come on.
Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 7.
Now back to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he gets it down to the 32. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Ready, go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
69, 69.
2 yards on the play. First
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar night.
Up the middle with Brooks here. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Cowboy 80. Hey, smash Franco.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
29-yard line.
Ready, set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They fights him off. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll go down at the 28. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to Walker on first down. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
2nd and 9 now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one goes for 8 yards.
That's good.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready? Cook, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Horton. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
65, Cat, 65.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They'll look to throw. It's caught at the one. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will be taken down, and a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And his throw here is incomplete.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Back to throw again. Keeps himself upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 10.
Warriors 70.
At the 42-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He finds his man, complete. That's Sanchez. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now it's the backup Smith. Throw inside complete. That's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Tap the 60. Tap 60. Tap 60. Go get him. Go get him.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. 18. 5 in. Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Oh, a wide open receiver. It's Harrison. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Hurry, hurry.
Time becoming a factor. Down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That ball caught by Harrison. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's first and goal.
60 Bison. Tackle 80.
First and goal.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Ranger. 70 Ranger.
2nd and 3. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second.
Got it. Ready?
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, it's Walker. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Ready, set.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Come on. Set.
They'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And now time is a giant issue. That would have been important to maybe get you into Hail Mary range. But this defense is certainly going to make it tough. And that's going to fall incomplete.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you were at the point where you had to take the shot no matter the down. Now it's 4th down coming up, but that may turn out to be irrelevant with how little time is remaining.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So it's a win for the Seahawks here, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, sometimes you just have those games where everything's clicking, and this was one of those days. He wound up with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon, He was large and in charge all day long.
So for the Seahawks, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run what's running through your veins. Oh,